First question. The following is a simplified scheme showing the fate of glucose during aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Identify the end product that are formed at stages indicated as A, B, C, D. Identify the correct option from those given below. Now here, the pyruvic acid is the final product of glycolysis. So this A should be pyruvic acid. So A pyruvic acid is there in option B, option C, as well as in option D. Now, Krebs cycle, that is this one, releases carbon dioxide and water. So here the B part in the Krebs cycle should be carbon dioxide and water. So B, carbon dioxide and water is there in option B. Carbon dioxide and water is there in option C also. Not there in option C, D, and not there in option A. Okay. Now, as a result of fermentation in bacteria, lactic acid is produced. So your fermentation, lactic acid is produced, and ethyl alcohol is produced as a result of fermentation in yeast. Along with that, carbon dioxide is released as a byproduct. Okay, so here our C should be lactic acid, that is there in option B and not in option C, and the D is ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So correct answer for this question is option B, that this A is pyruvic acid, B was carbon dioxide and water, C was lactic acid, and D ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Looking towards the next question, column 1 contains some enzymes and column 2 contains reactions. Match them properly and choose the right answer. Now, glycolysis is a process by which one molecule of glucose is converted into two molecules of pyruvate, two hydrogen ions and two molecules of water. Through this process, the high energy intermediate molecules of ATP and NADH are synthesized. Glucose is phosphorylated by hexokinase to form glucose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate is phosphorylated by phosphofructokinase into fructose 1,6 diphosphate. GA3P, that is 1,3 diphosphoglyceraldehyde, is converted into 1,3 diphosphoglyceric acid by glyceraldehyde phosphate dehydrogenase, and 3-phosphoglyceric acid is converted into 2-phosphoglyceric acid by phosphoglycerate mutase. So now here the hexokinase is there for conversion of glucose to glucose 6-phosphate. Then triose phosphate dehydrogenase is there for conversion of 1,3 diphosphoglyceraldehyde to 1,3 diphosphoglyceric acid. Then phosphoglyceromutase. Okay, this is 3. Yeah. Now, the phosphoglyceromutase is there for the conversion of phosphoglyceric acid to 2-phosphoglyceric acid. And the last, phosphofructokinase, is used for the conversion of fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6 diphosphate. Now looking in the options, A2 is there in option B and option D. Then B3 is only there in option B, C4 and D1. So the correct answer for this question is option B. Looking towards the next question, the correct relationship of value of respiratory quotient is. So in case of the respiratory quotient, the more the amount of carbon dioxide eliminated and lesser the amount of oxygen consumed, more will be its value. In the case of fats, it is generally the opposite and thus have very less value for RQ, whereas hexose sugar like glucose have RQ equals to 1 because the volume of carbon dioxide and volume of oxygen stays the same. Organic acid will have their RQ values more than 1 because of the elimination of more carbon dioxide molecules than the consumption of oxygen molecules. So the correct answer is option D, that is fat symbols, then glucose molecule, and then the organic acids. Option D. Looking towards the next question, match the following and choose the correct option from those given below. So here the correct matching is molecular oxygen A matches with hydrogen acceptor, that is 2. Then electron acceptor will match with cytochrome C, that is 3. Then C, that is pyruvate dehydrogenase, will match with acetyl coenzyme A, and the fourth, that is decarboxylation, matches with alpha ketoglutaric acid. Now looking towards the option of A2, is there in option A as well as in option C. Then B3 is only there in option A, then C4 and D1. So correct answer is option A. Looking towards the last question, mitochondria are called the powerhouse of the cell. Which of the following observations support this statement? Mitochondria synthesize ATP, mitochondria have double membrane, enzymes of the Krebs cycle and the cytochromes are found in mitochondria, and mitochondria are found in almost all plants and animal cells. So mitochondria are called the powerhouse of the cell because they generate energy-rich molecules. ATP from food by the processes of aerobic respiration, which is required for various cell operation. Thus the correct answer is option A, that mitochondria synthesize ATP. Option A.